Good morning. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Such an exciting day today for the city of Greensboro, for the GTA. Absolutely. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you for being here today to celebrate this momentous occasion. Today we are in the west concourse of the J.D. Gallen Depot. This is a very, very historic facility and a very, very historic room. Back in 1927, when this was a train depot, this room was the place where African Americans came in to catch their trains. Great room, beautiful room. Along with that, with the Southern Railway Depot, when they were here, when they ran church service out of the Gate City, this was a great historic building. And with that, when the Southern Railway stopped running trains through here, the city of Greensboro took over. And this room used to host a lot of parties, bar mitzvahs, weddings, you name it. So a lot of events took place in this particular room. And then, the railroad shut down and they decided to come back in 2003. And when Amtrak came back, this beautiful building was named after our vice chair's grandfather, Mr. J.D. Gallen. It was named after Mr. Gallen because he was a staunch supporter of transportation in the state of North Carolina, especially here in Greensboro. And I'm thankful to have J.D. as our vice chair on the Greensboro Transit Advisory Commission. This room was just recently used as the North Carolina DOT's driver's license bureau. But now it's back with us, and we're going to keep it up. We're here today to talk about the Crossmax. This is an historic occasion for us, the first crosstown route in the city of Greensboro. Back in the early days when Duke Energy ran mass transit in the city, they created what we call a hub and spoke system, where all of the buses came into the depot and went out. This has been going on since the early 1940s. Today, March the 4th, 2024, we started yesterday, but it's officially today. We're starting Crossmax Purple. And with doing that came out of the GoBORO, our long-range transit study, which we're looking at ways to improve mass transit here in the city by, number one, having more frequent service and more coverage throughout the city of Greensboro. So with that, I want to say, hey, let's talk purple.
Purple rain,
Purple rain. We can talk purple rain too. The Crossmax will run from GTCC on Wendover. East Wendover, yes ma'am. East Wendover, through A&T and Bennett College, through downtown, out to the West Wendover area, out to the retail area. That particular area, both areas now, will be connected by one bus route with 15-minute frequent service. I was out yesterday riding the bus, riding Crossmax, and folks are very excited. Riders were excited about the more frequent service. The operators were excited about offering more frequent service, which tells me we need to bring more frequent service to Greensboro.
Yes, right.
I want to also, look out the crowd, and I want to thank some folks before I get started. Welcome some folks and thank some folks. So I want to welcome Congresswoman Manning being here, Mayor, City Council, GTAC members, thank you for being here. Also, city staff, thank you for being here. But I also want to recognize some important people that help us get this to this point, especially with funding. It's very important to have money to do certain things. So I want to recognize our Greensboro MPO. And if you're in the room, would you please stand? Thank you for that. We needed it. I also want to thank Congresswoman Manning. She's helped us through the way we get funding for more buses, get more funding for bus routes, CMAQ funding. And I want to thank her for helping position the GTA in the city of Greensboro to move forward with mass transportation. And with that being said, I would like to welcome Congresswoman Manning to come up to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I am Kathy Manning. It is my absolute pride and joy to be able to represent North Carolina's current 6th district in the U.S. House of Representatives. And I hope all of you know how much I love Greensboro and what an absolute joy it is for me to be able to be up in Washington fighting for what we need every day. I'm delighted to be here in the Gallion room because Doug Gallion was all about Greensboro and making Greensboro a better place every day. By the way, I looked for purple in my closet. I could not find any. I consider this now a shopping opportunity. So it seems like such a simple idea to be able to get from East Greensboro all the way out west to West Wendover so that people can not just do the shopping they want, but also get to good jobs. And I just want to congratulate not just our city council, but Reggie Mason for making this happen. This is critically important for the people of our city, and not only for people who don't have their own cars, but for people who care about clean energy and a cleaner community and want to ride our beautiful buses to get where they need to go. I was so proud to be able to vote for President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure law. In the last administration, every week was Infrastructure Week, but it never actually got done. But under President Biden, we were able to pass the largest investment in our country's infrastructure since the 1950s. And we are benefiting from that in our community. One seat, one bus to get you from East Greensboro to West Greensboro, plus the 15-minute bus that you only have to wait 15 minutes. That is critically important that people don't have to stand languishing waiting for that next bus to show up. So I am delighted to be here with you today. Many of you know I went on, we had a bus tour, was it a month ago? Was it just a couple weeks ago? Where we were able to ride a bus from the Transit Authority all the way out to the Toyota factory to see how easy it will be for people to get to those good new jobs that are going to be at that Toyota factory. And you mentioned then that we were going to have this inauguration, and so I am delighted to be here today to ride that bus with all of you. So congratulations to everybody involved, and thank you for all the hard work it took for us to get here today.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Great words. And thank you for your support. Next, I want to bring up a very, very staunch supporter of the GTA. She sits on our city council. She is a representative of District 1, East Greensboro, and very, like again, I'll say it again, very, very supportive of mass transit in Greensboro, and ensuring that we are connecting communities, which is very important. Connecting people to not only jobs, retail, but connecting communities. So I want to bring up Councilwoman Hightower to say a few words.
Good morning. Good morning. And yes, I am excited. I am so happy to be supporting this today. Isn't this exciting? I want every one of you to commit to riding that Crossmax. How many hands do I see? They're not today, but I just want to make sure. So thank you so much for this opportunity to address you. Currently, I am serving, as he said, as the District 1 Councilwoman. but also as the council transit liaison since 2013. That's a little over 10 years ago of my commitment to ensure the residents of District 1 in East Greensboro and all of Greensboro will have access to the transit services that they need. Now, need, that's a critically important word, need. That's a key word. Public transit is a critical need for our community. And not just for those who don't have access to personal transportation. Residents should always have the option of public transit, whether it's for jobs, family outings, church, or whatever benefits they enjoy. We see Greensboro is now experiencing a job boom like never before in the areas of commercial and economic development. Most recently, I attended a roundtable discussion with Congresswoman Manning, Mayor Vaughn, and others discussing how to meet the needs of the Public Distribution Center, Boom Supersonic, Toyota battery manufacturer, as well as other incoming companies that may call Greensboro home. As they've looked at potential sites, quality of life is more and more a significant point of focus. Sorry about that. I love to have a moment of excitement. And that includes robust transportation options. GTA is positioning itself to be the provider of these services. By building upon past moves to enhance services, we can only imagine what is next to come, especially under the leadership of our Transit Director, Reginald Mason, and his dedicated staff. And so may I say to you that Crossmax Purple is the premier start of something big that will take us from East Greensboro to more opportunity in West Greensboro. I am excited about that today because many of the constituents that I serve have been asking for this service, to stop riding the bus for 2 hours, to simply go 15 minutes. And so today we're going to make that possible, and we're going to go east to west, and I love the east, I have to keep saying it to you. And in the future we're going to go north and south. So Congresswoman Manning, while you're there, if you can, try to send us a few more dollars, we appreciate it. And we at the city are committed to ensuring that our transit system becomes the very best that it can be. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Councilwoman Hightower. And as I mentioned earlier, this building was named after the grandfather of our vice chair of the GTAP. And I want to say a few words about JD and what he's done for us, being the actual vice chair, and he was the chair at one time. Well, JD and I talk at least once or twice a month about certain things. And when I came on board back in August of last year, one of the things that stood out to me about the GTA is having a lack of a vision and a mission for the organization. So JD and I, well, staff first of all, and then JD and I, along with Lisa McMillan, our chair, we talked about having a department vision and mission for the organization. JD also chairs one of our committees, the Strategic Involvement Committee. And when I approached him about the vision and mission, he said, hey, let's make it happen. We need to have a vision for mass transit in the city, and we need to start by getting the GTAC more involved in moving that vision and mission forward. So we presented them with the vision and mission. I'm going to read that to you all today because our mission statement will be going up all over the GTA facilities so everyone can see it. Our vision statement is the Greensboro Transit Agency will provide innovative mobility options that connect our community and region to drive economic development. And what's key to me in that vision statement is not only connecting our communities, but also economic development. With all of the businesses that are moving to the area, that is key to be able to provide public transit services to those businesses so there can be some form of economic development for all. Our mission statement is to connect our customers, those who live, work, and travel within our region by operating a safe, clean, efficient, accessible, economical public transit system. Another word that stands out is accessible, ensuring that we have accessible services for all. That's very, very important. So now I'm going to ask our current Vice Chair of the GTAC, Mr. J.D. Gallion, to come up and say a few words.
Good morning. Good morning. On behalf of the Greensboro Transit Advisory Commission and our chair, Lisa McMillan, I'd just like to say welcome. In the nearly 6 years I have served on the Transit Commission, a crosstown route has been a topic of discussion. It has transitioned from an idea to then a priority and is now a reality. And that reality is the culmination of work of dozens of individuals, including but not limited to our elected officials, Councilwoman Hightower, Mayor Vaughn, all of City Council, Congresswoman Manning, past and present members of the Greensboro Transit Advisory Commission, several consulting firms, Greensboro Transit Agency staff, and of course our contractor, RATP Dev. I particularly want to highlight the GTA staff for all of their hard work. Team members have had to gather feedback from stakeholders across the city and outside of the city, communicate with the public, coordinate with our consultants and our contractor to create the best plan for an equitable and efficient Crossmax route. Additionally, RATP Dev is executing on that plan. Through the preparation of additional vehicles, training operators, and updating more than 100 bus stops across the city, RATP Dev has shown up and delivered. Just over 20 years ago, I sat in the room behind us for the dedication of this building. At the dedication, my grandfather spoke about the importance of the city of Greensboro's investment in transportation. And while that investment is exemplified through the Crossmax Purple, it's not merely an investment in public transit, it's an investment in its people. Whether that's the student traveling to class at GTCC, or a senior citizen on the way to their doctor's appointment, or a person traveling to the other side of town to reach a higher wage job. That is who Greensboro is investing in. And so with its 15-minute frequency, connection to numerous routes, this city will make transit more convenient, saving the time, the valuable time of our students, of our workers, of our seniors, of our citizens. I'm proud of this new chapter that Crossmax Purple brings for the city of Greensboro and look forward to the city's future investment in transit and its people. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, for those words. I know this is a big occasion for you, especially being in this building, this room, and us talking about your grandfather. So thank you. But I also want to recognize folks at the GTA and RAPT Dev for all of the work that they put in to make this day happen. I rode them pretty hard to ensure that this day was a success. I said we cannot and will not fail in providing the Crossmax Purple. This is the first, and it won't be the last. And again, like I said, operators are excited, our customers are excited, staff is very, very excited. So I want to recognize them today. So all you GTA, RAPT Dev employees, would you please stand? First of all, stand, and I have something for you. So please stand. Take your bow. And with that, I have some Crossmax cups for you. You know, if you don't want them, you'll give them back. I'll take them. So first, I'm gonna call up Mr. Bruce Adder. Bruce is our public transportation manager. I'm gonna ask him to stay up here with me to hand these out. Next is Ms. Sharia High, assistant public transportation manager. Mr. George Lenny, senior transit planner. Ms. Courtney Rory, ADA compliance. Ms. Beverly Bradley. I call her our QA coordinator. That's why she's in vest. She's always out here working. Thank you. Ms. Heather Rooney. Yeah, Tasha, come on up here, Tasha. So this is GTA staff that have worked digitally to make this happen. Now next, I'm gonna call up my RAPT Dev. So come on, Joy Taylor, General Manager, RAPT Dev. Thanks, sir. Is Corbett here? Come on up, LaWanda, Miss LaWanda. Now, I got to make sure she gets home soon. She's been out since, what, 4 o'clock this morning, making sure we had buses out on the street. Yeah. So Miss LaWanda Andrews, she needs to get home and get some rest. Come on up here, Carlos. Man, make sure we have all our bus operators. Y'all see Sabrina in the crowd? Y'all see Sabrina? Okay. Who else am I missing? Okay. So that's all of our staff that's here.
Kevin.
Kevin. You know what, Kevin? Here, you take this one. Kevin and Caitlin for making this happen. So again, staff, I want to thank all of you for making this day a success. And we will continue to work with council, the mayor, to look at new crosstown routes. Like Councilwoman Hightower said, we're looking at a north-south route next to be our next Crossmax route. And we will, all of our crosstown routes will be labeled a Crossmax, and they will have a color designation. The first one again is purple. The next one will be orange. Orange. And then we'll keep going from there. Because this is just one of many. So I would like to thank you all for coming out. And next, we're gonna move over to cutting out purple ribbon.